What's going on, true believers? Guess what? You went to sleep last night. The market was at $2.35 trillion. You woke up this morning and it's down to $2.29 trillion. What happened? Well, let me tell you what happened. Across the world, from Asia all the way to America, I'm just kidding. China declared crypto illegal all over again because they're trying to manipulate the market, and this is not financial advice. Oh, yeah. I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, market's trading at $2.29 trillion on a volume of $113 billion. And I know what you're thinking. What happened? And I know the answer. Oh, no! They made crypto illegal in China for the 19th time in the last 17 years. Oh, no! Whatever are we going to do? Guys, this is a temporary situation, just like it always is. The crackdown is not really a crackdown. Nobody cares about China anymore except the Asian markets. So what you saw was a 3% dip. Now, this is also Shorts Get Wrecked Friday. Remember, this is happening right now towards the end of the year. So we're going to see a lot of sell-off. We're going to see a lot of profit taking. Why are we going to see profit taking? Because all that money you've been taking out of your crypto wallet all year, now you got to pay taxes for. And all of that's got to happen very, very, very soon. And Bitcoin dominance is down below 40%. You never thought you'd see that happen, or at least that's what, if you were listening to BitBoy Crypto or somebody like that, oh, Bitcoin dominance is always going to be over 40%. Well, now it's down to 38.9. What are you going to do now? Nothing, because Bitcoin is no longer the dominant force. It looks like Ethereum and the other blockchains are starting to step up and separate, but we still have to do the process, and we still have to go through the motions to get to where it is that we're going to be. So Bitcoin's down 3.5% today. Ethereum's down 6% today. Solana's down 6% today. You can see blood in the water everywhere for just a little while until China went to sleep. And as soon as China went to sleep, guess what? The market went green again because nobody cares about China at this point. Moving on. All right, guys, HokkFi is trading at 0.004. That's down 13.7%. The volume is starting to get lower and lower. Meme coin season is taking longer and longer. So we're sitting tight. We're waiting. That moment of parabolic lift is going to come. But this market has been a difficult sort of struggle. You know, we got up to $3 billion or $3 trillion as a market cap at one point. Everything started to look a little bit grander. We were expecting to have a big meme coin season, and then the holidays hit. We knew it was coming. We fooled ourselves into thinking that it wasn't. So now we're going to sit idly by and we're going to wait for that moment. But guys, let me tell you, be faithful to what you're doing right now, because very soon this thing is going to explode. This market is going to go parabolic. HokkFi is going to be with it. So if you are in there and if you are nervous, don't be, because it's coming. Your time is coming. Moving on. Hey, Sanshu, what's going on, guys? You're trading at 25.25, down 8% to the previous day. I haven't been doing a lot of coverage for the last couple of days, as you guys have noticed. I've kind of branched out just a little bit in order to try to increase the user base, to do my thing, etc., etc. But in the meantime, I want you to look at what I predicted, what I told you was going to happen, and where we are. This is the candle, and this is the stick that I predicted as the channel that you were going to be in. And if I just stretch it out a little bit more, and then I just stretch it out just a little bit more, guys, you're still right inside the channel that I predicted. Now, what does that mean? That means that you guys are going to be primed for a breakout. You're not at the breakout level yet. We're trying to get there. We're trying to see when it's going to be. But, in fairness, this is just a guess. We're just kind of taking these out, and we're saying, like, we believe that it will happen right about this time based on the sentiment, based on all the factors involved. So it looks like it's going to be the end of the year. Sometime around the end of the year, Sanshu is going to probably blow out to the upside, but you're going to have a little bit more pain because you're still trending through this channel. And again, guys, this is the channel that I gave you, that I started to give you in, it looks like November. That's when I created these sticks. So everything that's happening right now is exactly what was supposed to happen based on these trend lines. So when you get to this part right here, this is where you're going to start to see some probably parabolic growth. You might see a good move to the upside, but we'll see. It's Christmas. Things are a little bit tight for everybody right now. But hopefully something good will pop right before Christmas. Moving on. All right, guys, Floki Vikings are down 5% on the day, trading at 13,233. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just means that there's an accumulation period happening. Something to understand, and I don't think that everybody understands. When I talk about Floki, I'm giving you kind of the today movement, the today moment, just giving you a sentiment on what's going on for this day. 1.7 million trading volume, a market cap of $1.1 billion. But there's some things to know. Floki has partnered with a huge amount of football clubs across the world at this point. They have taken over with advertising almost all major cities at some point in the last several months. Now, why does that not lead to a dynamic and incredible price action, you might be asking yourself? But the answer to that is when you start to play it out on, say, a 4-hour chart, something like that, it really kind of does, because this 13,232, excuse me, just a few months ago, back in October, was 53.34. So they are 3x from where they were at that point. And there's these big ups that happen right here that take this number way up. And this is just setting the groundwork for the future. The number of hodlers continues to grow. The number of people involved continues to grow. It's on it's on the BSC chain. It's on the Ethereum chain. All of these things are just preparing Floki for an enormous amount of growth, and that enormous amount of growth is coming at some point. Now, here's what I will say. Right now, Elon Musk is a fake, because if Elon Musk was a real G, Elon Musk would be posting a picture of his dog Floki, and he'd be sending the market parabolic. But he'd be calling his dog Shiba. Then he would post another picture calling it Floki. Then he would post another picture saying it's a Doge. Then he would post another picture saying it's a Kishu. Then if he wanted to contribute and control this market and send everything parabolic for the holidays, hey, I can't think of a better Christmas present. And you know what? I bet he's thinking about it too, because he is getting tired of Senator Warren doing her, oh my God, we have to control everything shtick, because it's getting old, it's getting tired, just like her. Moving on. All right, Saitama, the struggle continues, down 7% to the previous day, trading at 34.24. Overnight, the numbers were a little bit better. There was a post from Russ, and it was a picture of the staking mechanism that is going to be available on Saitamask when it launches, and it happened right about here. And it was to include brands like Luffy, Deku, Shinja, which a lot of this money lately has been going over to. Then you saw this big cascade to the upside. Then you saw that your own people started to eat all of the profit back up and sink you back down all the way to the bottom, right where it started. Then overnight, after the Chads got done, it started to spike its way back up. It started to spike its way back up, started to spike its way back up. Everybody's feeling a little good. Chat's starting to move. And then the Chads got involved again. And all the people that helped to get Floki to at least, or to get Saitama at least to this point, started to eat their own again. Not to the tune of, I need to take some money out for Christmas, but to the tune of, I'm taking out 10 transactions, 14 ETH a piece, or I'm taking out 100 Ethereum or 66 Ethereum, or whatever these numbers are. They're taking out massive amounts of money, and again, wrecking you, leaving you wondering what is going on yet again. The reason why is because these hoes ain't loyal. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always going to be. They're out for themselves. They're not out for you. However, you can look at it and you can see that there are plenty of people that are involved in this product that sell slowly, that don't sell all at the same time, that try to help because they don't want to wreck the price. They don't want to create what these guys in the last 2 hours have just created. So remember, you've got some disloyal people. You got some trash. just like every token does. But at some point, they're going to be sold out. They're not going to have any more, and then this thing is going to move to the upside. There is an AMA coming up. There's going to be a lot of news that's going to start to present itself. Hopefully, we can start to make a move, because I'll tell you what, I think that Floki needs to sit right here at 36 and stop struggling down here at 32 in order to have a nice launching pad to get back up to 4,000, to get back up to 4,400. All of these places where Floki has lines of support, it's going to be difficult to get there if the Chads keep chatting. Moving on. All right, Kishu trading at 1846. That's down 9% to the previous day. Total market cap sitting at 179 million. It seems like at 344,000 volume, it seems like Kishu is still just kind of sitting there waiting for that parabolic move and that parabolic moment. But just like everybody else who's made a transition from meme coins into the market of utility, it's going to take just a little bit of time to get that utility working, that utility sussed out, so to speak, and get to a spot where there's going to be some positive sentiment, because the meme coins did not get a chance to take off. They're going to take off in the next couple of months, just like they did last time, January, February, March. That's when everything blew up. Kishu is going to go parabolic, just like everything else. There's going to be a lot of parabolic moves by a lot of different tokens, so it's going to come. But I still think that you guys are going to be at the forefront of that, even though there's a lot of different things that are happening, and that there's a lot of, there's a feeling right now that some of these tokens are old and tired, and a lot of money is moving over into new ones to kind of test the waters. But guess what? Most of the time, people are getting wrecked on those. And when they do, then they come hobbling back to where they were before. So remember, that money's going to be coming back. Kishu is a name brand with name recognition. Don't forget that while you're sitting there holding. Moving on. All right, Starlink Troopers, I hope you're still there. I know it's been a few days since I've been on the team here. I'm still a hodler. I'm still waiting. We're trading at 36 right now. That's down 7% to the previous day. Excuse me. What I think is going on here right now is that we're just having a slight moment. And that moment is that the metaverse is not hot anymore, but that it's going to get hot in very short order. We just have to go through the feeling right now. There's going to be moments like this big up that happened back over here. Remember, I said that happened, and then I gave you this chart right here, and I said that this looked like the same thing. Like this part right here was matching here, and this was matching here, this was matching here, this was matching here. Then we had this big cascade down, which was matching here, and that right here, we were going to go to the upside. And then that's exactly what happened right here. And then the market crashed. When the market crashed, it took us to the downside even more. Everybody got their money out of the market. The Chads got chatting, which I guess is what you call it now. And they pulled out. But here's the thing. At some point very soon, when another beta happens, when we get an announcement that something big is coming, then guess what? We're going to start to see that big move to the upside again, and it'll be coming, and it's going to probably not catch. It's probably not going to catch where it was before. It's probably going to take a little bit of time. The pattern, if you look over here, the pattern still kind of remains the same with your ups and your downs to the lower level. And then when we get over here, probably a little bit after Christmas is going to be my guess. I don't think much is going to happen before Christmas unless Elon Musk goes crazy and just starts sending everything just to piss off Senator Elizabeth Warren, the old crust bag, or whatever you call her. I'm not sure. Senator Karen. So when that happens, if that happens, then it's going to be Christmas for everyone. And I think he knows it. And I think he might even do something about it. But until then, we're going to have to struggle. We're going to have to deal with it because there's not great news coming out of the metaverse. There's just news coming out of the metaverse. And we need something great in order to make that spark go to the top. Moving on. All right, Kuma trading at 13.95. That's down 6% to the previous day. 111 is not bad. 111,000. That's not a bad volume for the day. Still sitting at a market cap of $16 million. It's going to be tough right now to do anything unless Shiba does it, and Shiba gives you the rub somehow, which wink, wink, we know will probably happen at some point. But you're going to have to physically see that all over the place so that people know that this is the move, this is the play to make. I know that it's a struggle right now, but if you've been a long-term hodler, then you're probably feeling really good because you were way down here and now you're way up here and you're in better shape than you were before, even if you're not at that big mountaintop. That big mountaintop is going to be coming again. You got your test pump not too long ago. You got another little bitty test pump a couple of days ago. Probably going to get one more before Christmas. Then after Christmas, that's when everything's going to start getting sent. So have some faith. Be loyal to your product. Keep your bag in. Don't get discouraged. Remember, if you want life-changing wealth, it requires you to make that investment and to sit on that investment for a period of time so that that investment has a chance to mature and explode for you. Moving on. All right, Boss Token, you guys are trading at 1056. That's down 1% to the previous day. Guys, I want to make a statement here. This right here is where I expect you guys to be, and you're going to be there again very shortly. I know that this cascade has been just bothersome at all times. I know that nobody likes to see that, but at the same time, you've got a utility product that's going to be coming out. Now, if you happen to be someone who got in right around this 8,000 accumulation right here, then you're probably feeling good because you just got into something that you made 25% off of just in the last couple of days. And that's a pretty good increase. And it's going to have to continue that way for good things to happen. Now, what you're seeing right now, if you are a loyal boss hodler, what you're seeing right now is that all of these hoes, they ain't loyal to you. They're not loyal to you. They're just loyal to their little bag. These are short-term holders. Do you know how I know that? Because this launched August 21 of 2021. If you're not putting it in here and you're not leaving in a big bag for a year or something like that to see where it goes, then you're not really a hodler to begin with. You're what the French call a joke. So let these jokes get out. You guys are going to make it. I assure you, everything's going to be fine. Takes a little bit of time. But once Boss Track launches, once you start to see some utility and some function going around, then you're going to have a great moon. Moving on. Okay, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but if you are someone who's hodling any one of the big tokens that I talk about, or if you are into Mage, or if you're into Ohm, or if you're into Shinja, or Shunav, or Mongoose, or Kaiba, or Citus, or UFO, or CVX, or any one of the other ones, Luffy, Deku, if you're into any one of these other tokens, and you feel the need to text me a bunch of times, either through Twitter or through Telegram, or to try to find out what I think about every time there's a move to the downside or the upside, bro, I'm looking at you in the eye. You're not going to make it. The way that you make money in this market is by long-term hodling. If you take what I told you 2 days ago about how to take $1,000 and turn it into $1 million, if you take that information and you make a couple of plays and that's what you get out of it, that's when you're starting off. Once you've made a play and once you've gotten yourself just a little bit of money, then you have to spread it out and you have to make sure that it works for you, and you have to make sure that it works for you long term. I can't promise you $1 million. I can just show you that it's easy. Because to be fair, I don't have $1 million. I have way, way more than I started with, but I don't have $1 million. So you have to be careful with what it is that you do. But let me also say, I'm way better off than when I started. And I have a whole lot of crypto and a whole lot of different bags because I'm holding on to a little bit of everything, because that's what you do. And when one of them lifts off and takes off, then you feel good. Shinja got me 8x. Saitama continues to give me good results. Even when it's down, Saitama gives me good results. Floki continues to give me an amazing result off of a small investment a long time ago. Even though it's down compared to the biggest up, it's still way up from where I started. Hawk is the same way. Sanshu is the same way. If you just get in early and you fit it in and you sit there and you wait for it, then you're going to have good results. But it doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in 2 days. Coming to me every few days and asking me what's going on. Nothing's going on. You're what's going on. Your mind is telling you that you have to have that you have to be stimulated constantly, and that's ridiculous. Here's what you need to do. Hold your bag, shut your mouth, and get rich. That's all. If you want my advice on what to put your money in, I don't care how much you have. Put $1,000 in Floki right now. Put $1,000 in Saitama right now. Put $1,000 in every single one of these tokens right now. Here's what you're going to see. At some point, Floki is going to explode and have a $30 billion market cap, and then it's going to go up from there. Saitama is going to do the same. It's going to have a $30 billion market cap or even more. We're just at the start and the ground floor of the utility process for meme tokens, so they are already more than meme tokens. Hokk is a financial system. Bank Social is a financial system. Those things are going to have their moments where their utilities start to create wealth for everybody. Kishu is going to be the king of the memes at some point. It's going to happen. Kuma is going to ride along with Shiba all the way to the upside. And when those Shiba people have felt that they've made as much money as they possibly can and they can't make any more, guess what? They're going to hit Kuma. Do you know why? Because it's next in line for them. And Starlink has one of the coolest metaverse video games coming out that you will ever see. And it will allow you to do things that you thought were only possible in the realm of Star Wars, in the realm of Star Trek. All of these crazy things do not happen yet, but they're coming and they're going to happen. So asking every day why something didn't move, it didn't move because the market is the market is the market. So settle down. Put on your big boy pants and get ready for the ride of your life. Just put the money in, shut up, and wait. That's my time. You guys have a good weekend.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world. I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to